later on, they started pretty much posting threads on their forum, asking everybody to choose from a list which they think the next marathon should cover. Any other questions? Yes?
I've never heard of that before. Where did you find out about that?
Well, I was actually a member of another community, Starman.net, which is pretty much the sole American hub for my favorite game ever, which is Earthbound, which is better known in Japan as Mother. And when they did the first Mother Marathon back in August 2008, they kind of worked with Starman.net to, instead of doing it for a charity, they did it for a cause called PK Call-In, PK Siege, which is it's a play on something that's in that game. See, that game, only the second game in that series of 3 ever got released outside Japan. So the goal of that cause was to let Nintendo know that people outside Japan want the game. And so they did that with them, and that's how I found out about them. That was the first marathon that I saw of theirs.
What else kind of games have they done marathons for?
This is actually a list of all the marathons that they have done, and the last 2 are ones that they're planning to do. They've done Legend of Zelda twice, and the most recent one, they did every Legend of Zelda game, which was like 14 games. It was crazy, in 72 hours. They did a Mario marathon in 48 hours. They did a Metroid marathon in 72 hours. They did a Mother or Earthbound marathon twice in 72 hours. They did a Halo marathon. For the Halloween of 2008 marathon, it wasn't one series. It was a collage of games based around being spooky or horror, whatever. Games like Resident Evil 4 and the Orange Box, BioShock. I did Pokemon in December, and they're going to do that again this December. And they did Metal Gear Solid, that whole series, Final Fantasy, and Mega Man. And actually, they're doing a Resident Evil marathon this Friday, if anyone's interested, at 6 p.m.
So
Yes.
are all of the games that they play during the marathon, are they all Xbox 360 games, or do they also do the other?
Oh, they do all sorts of games.
PlayStation?
They have a room set up where the ones that are located at the main house where they operate, where they got pretty much every system you can think of hooked up to a big HD TV, and that's hooked up to an HD capture card in the computer. And for handhelds and stuff, they pull out a webcam rig made out of Legos. Any others? Yes.
One more. The month that they raised like $50,000, what was the game and what was the charity?
That was Final Fantasy, and the charity was Act Today, which is autism care and treatment. Most of that money spiked during when Final Fantasy VII was being played. Any others?